Yo, what's good, everybody? Another Beers with Barton. It is Saturday, February 21st, 2026. Yeah, February's almost over, so it's happening. Well, this video is just a kind of a personal perspective, not a rant, but as most people know who are not living under a rock, it is the Winter Olympics. They're being held in Italy, Cortan. Yeah, I'm really bad with the names. It's being held in Italy, and I prefer the Summer Olympics much more. There's a lot more of the events that I prefer, but the thing that I love about, and it's my favorite Olympic sport, I think, is the hockey. Hockey's incredible. I love watching the Olympic hockey, but the even better thing about this year is it is the first time since 2014, when the Olympics were in Russia, that the NHL agreed to pause the NHL season and allow NHL players to play in the Olympics for their countries. And it is a huge difference on the games and the talent. It has been incredible. I've watched almost every game, not just the USA games. I mean, almost every game that has been played. Of course, I have not missed any of the USA games. And I've watched pretty much all the Canadian games as well because my favorite hockey player, Mikhail Celebrini, who plays for the San Jose Sharks, who's 19 years old and is setting records, he's Canadian, unfortunately, because he's spectacular. But it's been incredible. They do this round robin, like preliminary rounds where they all play in groups and they just all get seeded. The top 4 teams get a bye, the next 8 play, then it's quarterfinals. So USA was the number 2 seed overall. Canada was number 1. Both of them won all their games, but I think Canada had a better goal difference. I think they scored a couple more goals and let in a couple less. Not 100% sure. But they got the 1 seed. They definitely had a better goal difference. I think that was the first tiebreaker. USA got 2. So after the first round matchup, USA got Sweden as the 7th seed, who's a tough team, a lot of really good pros. And it took to overtime. It's 1-0. Sweden tied it up like with a minute left. US ends up winning in overtime 2-1. Got by that. Canada won as well. Then US got Slovakia in the semifinals and destroyed them 6-2. Canada got Finland, who actually is the last the 2022 gold medal winners. Of course, there's not NHL players that played in that, but still the country, they're great hockey team. They were actually up 2-0, and it took Canada to score late to tie, and they win in overtime 3-2. So it's what I'm sure everyone who's watching hockey, except for these other countries combined, they want the 2 best teams, the 2 best nations, and it's U.S. and it's Canada. Unfortunately, the game is at 8:10 a.m. tomorrow on a Sunday because they're, I think, 6 hours ahead. It is what it is, but I'm so excited for it. And this is not anything personal to Canada. I'm indifferent towards Canada as a nation. I know a lot of Canadians. They seem very nice. Their country, never been to it, looks beautiful. Politics are different. All that stuff aside, like nothing personal against Canada. But when it comes to hockey, I hate the Canadian team, and I'll tell you why. And again, nothing personal against the players because most of the best players are Canadian. Let's just be real. Probably the greatest player, at least I've ever seen. I was too young when Gretzky was around. Connor McDavid is Canadian, plays for the Edmonton Oilers. He's a cheat code. The dude is, just amazing. And like I said, Celebrini is Canadian, and just the whole list. But U.S. and Canada have had a big rivalry in hockey for a long time. Canada's been the best. They've been number 1 for pretty much ever. I mean, after the USSR disbanded, in the 80s, it's just been Canada. And they've owned the U.S. Last big tournament called the League of Nations, which is a newer tournament, but the best against the best. We beat them in the round robin game, and then we went to the championship, lost in overtime to them. And I will say, the Canadians did boo our national anthem before the game, unless it was AI. And there could be some, political stuff going on with that. U.S. doesn't like Canada, or Canada didn't like U.S. because of Trump and his terrorists, whatever. I don't care about that. I felt it was disrespectful. I would never boo another country's national anthem ever, no matter what. Maybe a couple nations, but not Canada. Anyway, so, the boys took it personal, and before the first puck dropped, there was 3 fights. It was great. So it is personal. As an American, anyone that knows me is I am a true-blooded American, as you can see by what I'm wearing here. I'm an unapologetic patriot, and that doesn't mean that I think U.S. doesn't have its faults and things can't be better. That's for every country, but as far as America, it is the greatest country on earth, and I know that without a doubt. Not because I've been to a bunch of other countries and done studies, but I just know a lot of people from other countries move here because of our freedoms and opportunities. So I don't know. Seems like the greatest country in the world to be, and I'm thankful to be a U.S. citizen. But anyways, I think it's going to be an amazing game tomorrow. I think Canada is by far the more talented team. At least their first line of players. There's, I wouldn't say a huge skill gap, but it's big enough for sure. So U.S. is going to have to be ready. It's going to come down to goalkeeping. I think we've got the advantage there with Hallebuck over Jordan Binnington. But they're going to have to be more physical. I think U.S. has a little bit more depth. I think their third and fourth lines are definitely better, But again, these are the best hockey players in the world. Like Finland, incredible, hockey nation. They've got a ton of pros. Slovakia's got some pros. Sweden, their team's full of NHL. These are all the best hockey players in the world. And not to mention, of course, the U.S. women just beat Canada for the gold in the gold medal game on Thursday, I believe it was. Yeah, and the U.S. women and Canada, it's the same thing. They're very evenly matched. The U.S. women have actually kind of held the advantage. It's kind of flipped between the men and women. That was the 8th straight win by U.S. over Canada for the women, including 5-0 in the preliminary rounds this Olympics, but 2-1 in overtime. So probably going to be closely matched. It's going to be some nerves. I'm going to have some Baileys for my coffee in the morning because it's early. But I'm excited about it. I love the Olympics. This is personal for me as an American, not against the nation of Canada, but just against the Canadian players because, they've been better than us, and I just really want a gold. The U.S. men have not won a hockey gold since 1980, since the Miracle on Ice when they beat the USSR powerhouse team in the semifinals. I cannot remember what nation they beat for the gold the next game, and it was like a bunch of amateurs. And college players. It was still considered one of, if not the greatest upset in sports of all time. So anyways, I'm excited about it. I wish the game, like the bronze medal game today between Finland and Slovakia, was at like 2:40, which is like, that'd be perfect. You can sit at a bar and watch, get excited. 8:10, any bar that's going to be open around here, I'm not traveling to in the morning. I'm going to be chilling in my PJs, drinking coffee, maybe a little Bailey's, a little screwball, but watching it by myself. Jess will watch it with me. Michaela's at a dance clinic tomorrow, but it's going to be great. Hopefully we can come out on top. Not another heartbreaker. Just definitely don't want to get blown out. Don't think we will. Too much talent, too much goalkeeping. But you can see a real close, 1-goal loss, overtime loss. It could happen, but this would be huge. I'm really excited for it. Sorry, just gonna finish this little guy. And this would be one of the greatest sporting, victories. How many events or times or sporting opportunities do you get to watch for your nation? I'm a Niners fan. Like all the other 31 NFL teams are from America, so but to play for your nation in the Olympics on the biggest stage, and with all the best hockey players in the world. These teams are just stacked with just talent. So it's going to be excited. One of my best buds is Canadian. He's been living here since 99, I believe. So, maybe he thinks America is the greatest country ever because he moved here because of all the opportunity. I'm half Josh, and I'd love to visit Canada one day. It looks beautiful, but tomorrow from 8:10 to probably about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hate Canada and everything about them. I hate the maple leaf. I hate mooses. I hate Poutine. I hate provinces instead of states. I hate it all. And I say that with the utmost respect because I'm an American, I'm patriotic, and I want this gold medal more than anything. And even though my favorite hockey player, maybe of all time, I've watched a lot of hockey. I'm not a casual hockey fan. It's not a sport that I follow as close as others. But I watch a lot of NHL. The NHL playoffs may be my favorite event, besides probably the World Cup, maybe March Madness. But I love hockey. And this Olympic hockey tournament has been incredible. I mean, I watched Germany beat Italy, I think 12-0. Didn't care, loved it, just watching hockey. And it's been so great. Most of the games have been on like early morning anyway, or afternoon because they're 6 hours ahead. So it's been even better, especially working from home, having a game on. But USA, USA. You see it. You see that flag. You know what's up. USA, hopefully it's a good one. Got my alarm set already for 7:30, so that way I'll be up, be stretched out for the jumping up and down off the couch. Have a big pot of coffee ready, and cheering it on, yelling, screaming. Michaela's probably thankful she's at a clinic, a dance clinic tomorrow because she won't have to see. Poor Potter. Sorry, bud. But here we go. Excited for it. It's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so in less than 12 hours will be the puck drop. And I'm excited for that. I can't wait. So USA, USA, USA. Sorry, I got to turn the light on for Potter. You may have to go outside. You go outside, bud? You go outside? I'm not going to open the door. Oh. Apologies for that. I forgot it's past Potter's evening whimsy chewy snack, and he was letting me know it was time. All right, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. This is the same beer I did last time, about a week ago on my last, because I don't have a lot of beer in the house. I haven't been buying beer much. Trying to cut out beer for sure. I'm actually gonna be doing a fast next week, a 24-hour, try to make 36-hour fast, and a lot of research. That's for another video. I'll let you know how that goes. But this is actually my last beer I think I have in this house, except for some ciders that are probably like months and months old. So Ice Cube is a pimp. He's American. 6.9. I'm hoping it drinks like a gold. Oh. Alrighty. So I'm a little antsy. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, this is, this is bigger than Duke, Carolina. This is bigger than, I'm not going to say a Super Bowl. Bigger than Duke, Carolina for sure. Some other big rivalry games. Obviously, I'm saying that because it's the next biggest game, so you feel the nerves for that. But, man, this is for the nation, and Olympics only happen once every 4 years. I think the League of Nations was in its second installment last year, and that's when the rivalry really started going. And you knew it was real because you saw videos of people asking, like Canadian fans, like, what do you think about, the USA team? And they were like, F the USA, we own you guys, we're Canada. It's like when you hear Canadians, have that strong talk against another nation, it's serious because from what I understand, they're the nicest nation in the world. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard. I know a lot of a-holes that are American, so it's probably true. But that's what happens when you're the best nation, You can talk crap because you back it up usually. So cheers. USA, USA, USA. Man, I can't wait till tomorrow. I guess I'm thankful I'm still not living on the West Coast because it'd be 5:10, which I'd be up for. I don't care. It could be 3 a.m. It could be midnight. I just wouldn't go to bed. I would not miss this game, for anything. So excited about it. Cheers to the USA men's hockey team, and cheers to the USA women's hockey team who've already won the gold and beat Canada. So hopefully we can repeat that. Excuse me. Cheers. I don't know if it's just beer or I'm getting really bad at pouring beer, but there's not been some good pours of these beers of late. That's it. We're wrapping it up. Until next time, USA, 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 USA. Deuces.